Hello everyone, I'm Rose Bel Bisaya and here's the continuation of our topic. My topic to be tackled is packaging and food labeling. Second one is meat processing. Packaging and food labeling. Kapag sinabing packaging, ang mga kasangkapan na kailangan dito ay glass, plastic, and paper. Samantalang ang food labeling, dapat nilalagay ang date manufactured and date of expiration. Packaging can be defined as the general group of activities in product planning, which involves designing and producing a container or wrapper for product. Mula ngayon, ang pagpapackage ay umabot na sa 50 years. Bumibili tayo ng may pagbabago. Yung ibang food items na binibili ngayon ay nilalagay na sa paper bag, di po ba? Gaya ngayon, ang mga nabibili ay nakasachet na, naging high-tech na. Iba't iba ring purpose ang pagpapackage. Una, to prevent the physical damage. Pangalawa, piniprevent nito ang contamination from microorganism, pollution, or vermin. Pangatlo, prinoprotect ang products within the characteristics. Number 4, help to increase a product's shelf life. Kinakailangan ito para masigurado yung product na gagawin. Types of packaging, we have 3. Primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary is the materials that first envelopes the product and hold it. This usually is the smallest unit of distribution or use and is the package which is in direct contact with the contents. Ito yung nilalagay mo ng product sa may lagayan. Second is secondary packaging, is outside the packaging, perhaps used to group primary packages together. Ito na yung sinisil mo na yung product na ginawa mo at nilalagay mo na siya sa may karton or any na lagayan. Third is tertiary packaging, is used to bulk handling, warehouse storage, and transport shipping. The most common form is a palletized unit load that packs tightly into. Ito yung fully recovered na yung karton na pinaglagyan mo and ready for shipping. Types of packaging materials, we have 3. Plastic, glass, and plastic wrapping. Plastics are relatively cheap, light, easily processed and shaped, and easy to seal. Ang mga gaya nito is Tupperware, cling wrap, and ziplock bag. Kung saan nakikita natin sa market na yung mga tingi-tinging chop suey or yung grapes. Okay, glass is one of the oldest packaging materials, but there has been a decline in its use and a trend towards toughened plastic. Ito yung glass na ginagamit minsan sa paggawa ng pickles or processed food. Dapat ang paggamit nito, dapat i-sterilize mo siya para hindi masira yung gagawin mong product. Plastic wrapping, thin plastics can be used to as a protective covering. Ito na yung cling wrap. Food labeling refers to any written, printed, or graphic matter on the food's immediate container. Most label information is required to appear on either the principal display panel or PDP or the information panel. Food labeling, dapat nakalagay yung kabuuang sangkap at meron yung katibayan kung kailan mag-e-expire para sa safety ng mga mamimili at kung paano ito i-storage, kung ilalagay ba ito sa mainit or malamig, kung ilang degree ito. Then, dapat naka-indicate din doon yung name of business or name of product at yung address ng gumawa. Kung ano yung pangalan din ng gumawa, dapat ilagay yung mga nutrition facts tulad ng mga calorie, fat, cholesterol, at kung ano pang vitamins na makukuha. Next topic, we have meat processing. Meat processing is the process of treating and handling meat to stop or slow down spoilage or loss of quality, edibility of nutritional value, and thus allow for longer storage. Meat is a nutritious food which contain protein, vitamin, and minerals, essential for growth and development, particularly among young children. When you say meat processing kasi, yung mga product na ginagawa dito ay yung mga ham, bacon, hotdog, longganisa, corned beef, luncheon meat, canned meat, and sausages. Yung mga method na ginagawa naman dito ay yung salting, curing, fermentation, and smoking. In meat processing, pwedeng hindi lang siya pork, pwede ding beef, and pwede ding poultry meat. In meat processing, we have different preservatives. There are 24 different preservatives. Number 1, we have bromelain. Number 2, carrageenan. Number 3, citric acid. 4, corn syrup. Number 5, emulsifier. Number 6, pisin. Number 7, gelatin. Number 8, humectant. Number 9, hydrolyzed protein. Number 10, modified food starch. Number 11, monosodium glutamate. Number 12 is papain. Number 13, phosphate. Number 14, propyl gallate. Number 15, rancid or rancidity. Number 16, sodium caseinate. Number 17, sodium erythrorbate. Number 18, sodium nitrate. Number 19, sugar. Number 20, it can be texturizers or stabilizers and thickeners. Number 21, whey, dried. Number 22, sobrates. Number 23, BHA and BH. And the last one is sodium nitrite. Bromelain is the first preservative in meat processing. Bromelain is an enzyme extract derived from stem of pineapple, although it exists in all parts of the fresh pineapple. Sa bromelain, kinakailangan yung katas o tangkay ng pinya para yung gagawin mong product gaya ng meatballs ay magkakaroon ng lasa. Dahil yung lasang yun ay nagkakaroon din ng medication. May plus factor siya sa karne at pwede rin nakakatulong din sa iyong katawan. Mula sa pinya, ito ay may iba't ibang nutrition facts. Ito yung meron siyang calories, meron ding fat, merong sodium, may potassium, carbohydrates, sugar, dietary fiber, calcium, meron ding vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B6, at saka iron and magnesium. Napakaganda, di po ba? Kapag itong product na to ay gagawin natin gamit ang pinya. Next, we have carrageenan. Carrageenan are sulfated linear polysaccharides of the galactose extracted from red seaweed. Ito yung mga dairy meat product na kung saan merong ham, sausage, and kikiam. Ito yung widely used for industry. Citric acid is a natural preservative which is also used to add an acidic or sour taste. Ang pagkaroon ng natural preservatives. Ano ba yung natural preservatives na sinasabi dito? Ano yung prutas na kinakailangan? Diba citrus fruits po? Okay, dapat yung citrus fruits ay pwede siyang solid or liquid. Mas maganda kapag yung citrus fruits ay maasim pa siya. Ang nakukuhang vitamin dito ay vitamin C. Ito yung tinatawag na ascorbic acid. na kung saan may beneficial na nakukuha ang taong may sakit na kidney stone at urinary tract infection, which is the UTI. Next is corn syrup. Corn syrup is a sugar added to cured or processed meat to counteract intense saltiness of cured meat, and as a medium for the microbial fermentation process in sausage. Emulsifier is a meat system, is a soluble muscle protein. Okay, it includes product like sausage and meatloaf. Pwede rin itong hotdog or bacon. Ito yung mga processed meat na ginagawa. Ficin is a well-known plant protein used in a meat tenderization. Ang ficin ay nakikita din sa mga alak. Ang ficin ay mula sa puno ng kahoy na Ficus insipida. Dinadigest ang intentional worm ng iyong katawan once na kumain ka ng may ficin product. Next is gelatin. Gelatin can also be prepared in the home. Boiling certain cartilaginous cuts of meat or bones will result in gelatin dissolved into the water. Halimbawa, nagluto ka ng karne ng baka, tapos na-stack yung tubig at yun yung magiging gelatin na sinasabi. Humectant used in bakery, confectionery, processed meat, and fish product. Traditionally, salt and sugar have been used. Okay, in humectant, dapat mamasa-masa muna to, or what we call moist. Hydrolyzed protein, used for specialized diets, and can modify the allergenic properties of infant formula. Maganda itong hydrolyzed protein na to kasi pwedeng gamitin ng mga gustong mag-diet. Okay, ang benefits na makukuha dito is mental alertness, and yung sinusuporta nito ang inyong immune system. Modified food starch are used to bind water for improved yields and reduce purges in processed meat. Okay, nagko-contain ito ng mga iba't ibang product gaya ng chips, pasta, canned soup, candies, at iba pa. Ang starch ay pwedeng corn, rice, wheat, and potato. Monosodium glutamate, a process used in making beer, vinegar, soy sauce, and yogurt. Familiar po ba kayo sa betsin, na kung saan widely used na po ito? Okay, yan yung monosodium glutamate na sinasabi. According sa Food and Drugs Administration, ito ay safe na gamitin basta konti-konti lang yung ilalagay mo sa pagkain. Kasi nagkukause ito ng asthma, headache, and brain damage kapag nasobrahan ang paggamit. Papain, a proteolytic enzyme used as a meat tenderdize and as a stabilizing agent in the brewing industry, is recovered from the latex of papaya fruit. Ang papain ay nagmumula sa sariwang papaya na kung saan nakakakuha ka ng mga benepisyong gamot tulad ng sakit sa bukol, pagkahilab, at nagpropromotes din ito ng mabilisang paghilom ng iyong sugat. Phosphate. Phosphate salt are used for improving the water-holding capacity of meat, stabilizing texture, emulsifications of fat, slowing down oxidation reaction, reduce shrinkage during cooking, and to enhance flavor, color, and appearance. Ang phosphate ay isang uri ng asin kung saan ito ay nagbibigay lasa sa produkto na ginagawa. Propyl gallate, used in various food and beverage products, including in edible fats, oils, mayonnaise, baked goods, candy, dried meats, fresh pork, and sausage. Rancid or rancidity. Oxidative rancidity is associated with the degradation by oxygen in the air. Ito yung natural na pagproproseso. Gaya ng mga food item na in turn to rancid, ito yung baked potato, shell eggs, saka meat. Sodium caseinate is a major source of protein and it's usually found in animal milk. It can be added to infant foods, beverage, pharmaceutical applications, etc. So, ang sodium caseinate pala ay nagmumula sa animal milk. Sodium erythrorbate is used primarily to bring out a nice red color in sausage, ham, bacon, and other cured meat products or fish products, as it can accelerate the reduction of nitrite and nitrate to nitric oxide, which generates the pink color in meat. Yung sodium erythrorbate, ito yung sinasabing food color. Sodium nitrate is used to cure the meat and helps to prevent the growth of bacteria. Sugar, a variety of sugars, including molasses and other sweeteners, are commonly used in the production of processed meat and sausage. Ang sugar ay isang minatamis. Ginagamit ito para tumamis yung produkto na ginagawa mo, gaya ng ham. Texturizers, stabilizers, thickeners. Food additives like stabilizers, thickeners, and gelling agents give food a smooth and consistent texture, taste, and mouthfeel, and improves the overall eating. Ito ay isang klase ng sugar syrup. Whey dried. Dried whey powder could be utilized by dairy, baking, confectionery, baby food, and meat industry. Whey or patis ng gatas ay isang produktong keso na binibenta mula sa gatas ng baka. Tsaka yung dried naman ang sinasabi dito, yun yung process na ginagawa sa mga karne. So breads. Major export products are sausage, corned beef, bacon, luncheon meat, and other indigenous meat products. BHA and BH. Butylated hydroxyanisole or BHA and the related compound butylated hydroxylene or BHT are phenolic compounds that are often added to foods to preserve fats and oils and keep them from becoming rancid. Ang butylated hydroxyanisole at saka butylated hydroxylene ay similar to canned goods. Ang butylated hydroxyanisole ay found in food products. Samantalang yung butylated hydroxylene, ito yung artificial oxidant na ina-add natin sa mga karne. And here's the last preservatives. Sodium nitrite. It's recommended that this cure be combined with each 1 pound of salt and 4 products that do not require cooking. We also have 8 methods of preserving meat. Number 1, we have drying. Second is smoking. Third, salting. Fourth, curing. Fifth, refrigerator. 6, freezing. 7, irrigation. And the last one is canning. Number 1, we have drying, which is removal of moisture from the meat, natural or sun drying. Artificial drying, 110 to 120 degree Fahrenheit. May familiar po ba kayo sa itag? Yun po yung example noon. Or else yung mga tinapa, daing, pwede rin yung mga karne, yung mga nakasabit doon sa mga palengke or market. Number 2, smoking. We have 2 methods, natural and artificial. Natural exposure of the meat to cook in smoke, which causes the depositions of pyrogenous acid on the meat surface that acts as preservative and flavoring agent. And artificial smoke flavor is incorporated in the pumping pickle for ham and bacon at the rate of 1 teaspoon per liter. Ang natural smoking, ito yung mga pinapausok gaya ng barbecue, tulad ng mga ginagawa din sa mga inasal. And then yung artificial, ito yung steam process na gawa sa ham and bacon. Third, we have salting. Salting is the simplest method of dehydration in which causes the withdrawal of water from the tissues of both of that meat and spoilage organisms, resulting to the shriveling and activations of the cell. We have 2 methods: drying, salting, and brining. Dry salting the food as first. Mix the salt to remove the large amount of each moisture and then dried. Then, brining the food is packed in the container and covered with the solutions of salt until use. Dry salting, ito yung hihimasin mo yung karne tapos lalagyan mo siya ng asin. Samantalang yung brining, ito yung ibabad mo, yung parang buro or ginagawa sa red egg. Fourth is curing. Curing is the application of salts, saltire or potassium nitrate, and the other preservatives and adjustment prolong the keeping quality of the products. Ginagamit ang curing salt upang mapanatili ang kulay ng karne. Ang paggamit nito ay dapat ginagamitan ng measuring spoon para di makakapekto sa lasa ng karne. Kapag masobrahan kasi ito, sobra naman ito sa alat. Fifth is refrigerator. Refrigerator is the exposure of meat on the temperature range to 36 to 50 degree Fahrenheit to retard mold and bacterial growth for a limited period only. Okay, dalawa din ito. Pwedeng home refrigerator and commercial refrigeration. In home refrigeration, we have 40 degree Fahrenheit to 4 to 10 degree Celsius. While commercial refrigeration, you have 36 degree Fahrenheit to 38 degree Fahrenheit or 1 to 4 degree Celsius. Nilalagay ito sa ref para hindi madaling masira. 6 is freezing. Freezing is the exposure of meat to a temperature range of 0 degree Fahrenheit to 32 degree Fahrenheit or negative 18 degree Celsius, resulting of crystallizations of the water in the tissue by submission of the transformation of the moisture content into gas with passing the liquid state. 7. Irradiation. Irradiation means the transfer of extremely large amount of energy to effect very rapid and selective biological and chemical change of meat. Last method of preserving meat is canning. Canning is a method of preserving of food which consists of heating the food and scaling in it airtight container. A method that can be used with success with the widest variety of foods. The advantage of canning is that to food keep along and always ready for use. Last topic under the meat processing. The difference between dry salt curing and wet pickle curing. Dry salt curing, the curing ingredients are mixed thoroughly and rubbed directly on the meat. While wet pickle curing, this is also known as a brine curing. This curing mixture is dissolved in water and is applied either by soaking in immersing the meat in the curing solution or injecting the curing solution intramuscularly in various part of the meat. Yung dry, ito yung nirarab mo lang yung karne. Samantalang yung wet naman, ito yung binababad mo. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig.